Out of all the post-Endgame movies, I was most excited for Thor: Love and Thunder. Hearing that not only we were getting Jane Foster's mighty Thor, but also Gorr the God Butcher, intrigued me even further. Ragnarok is no surprise my favorite solo Marvel movie along with many other fans, but what Ragnarok gets right is what Love and Thunder fails at, balancing humor with a serious plot. I enjoyed Love and Thunder way more than Doctor Strange 2, but when a beloved movie leans too much into the goofiness, that becomes its downfall. Love and Thunder is an interesting, unfocused mess that tries to cram the Cliff Notes version of Jason Aaron's 7-year comic book into less than 2 hours. There's a sense that Love and Thunder would be a stronger film if it were entirely Jane's movie or even Gorr's, rather than having to share the runtime with Odinson's arc. On top of that, Gorr seems to be in a third and different movie entirely. There's no glue holding these three characters together. Ever since Thor Ragnarok, there's been a fair amount of silliness applied to the titular character. It was a welcome change, which allowed the character and Chris Hemsworth to show different sides to themselves. Underneath it all, there's still the vulnerability of a character who has just lost about everyone close to him over the course of 8 films. This time around, in the hands of Taika Waititi, silliness threatens to overshadow serious moments that are intended to shape Thor's future. While Waititi returns too direct, this is the first time he's actually written a Thor film, and this story threatens to derail the film early on. There's plenty of absurdity throughout, and it does take a little while to settle into, but ultimately they do manage to ensure this isn't just a joke machine, leveling the film out with some deeply emotional moments which prove there's more to Waititi as a filmmaker than being a complete goofball as we have seen in previous movies. The film moves along at such a blistering pace that as a result, it does end up suffering a little. This is where the complex matters in the film are dealt a blow, none more so than the return of Jane Foster. It's a fascinating arc for the character that just doesn't feel as important as it should due to the film feeling incredibly rushed. For example, she just appears as the mighty Thor in a scene publicized in all the trailers, yet we never get to see that initial transformation, which I think would add much more impact to the storyline. If anything, to make way for more focus on Jane's story, the Guardians of the Galaxy should have been scrapped from the film, as they literally added nothing. Love and Thunder has a stellar cast at its disposal, and they certainly play their part in making this an entertaining ride. Chris Hemsworth has really grown as a performer over the years in the role of Thor, proving once again just how good a comedic actor he can be in addition to portraying the physicality of a god that the role demands. Having been around for a while, it'd be weird to have the MCU without Hemsworth as Thor. Natalie Portman makes a triumphant return as Jane too, and the depth to her performance was luckily not lost amongst all the shenanigans. It's great to see her paired again with Hemsworth, as they share such great chemistry, but to also see her wield Mjolnir with such power is something to behold. Favorites such as Tessa Thompson's King Valkyrie and Waititi himself as Korg make welcome returns and get properly involved as opposed to just taking a back seat, but they do seem to just be comic relief. It's a well-known fact that the MCU has only produced a handful of good villains since its inception, and Christian Bale's Gorr the God Butcher can definitely be included amongst them, even if he feels underused just a little. The film's opening sequence clearly outlines the reasons for Gorr's plan, and Bale plays it all with a true sense of eeriness and utter disdain for the gods who appear to have it all. Ooh, he looks so good in some of those creepy ass scenes. Russell Crowe's Zeus is a fun addition as well, even with his inconsistent accent, whose arrogance and choice of lifestyle gives Gorr all the reasons he needs to carry out his mission. Thor: Love and Thunder is like a rock concert where the band doesn't quite find their sound. While it has its funny moments and delivers plenty of dazzling spectacle, it could have eliminated many absurd moments which seem like they were thrown in to see what sticks. Overall, the film just feels as if it needed a bit more time to breathe. All Marvel films are good films, but with Thor Ragnarok being one of the best, I really expected Love and Thunder to be even better, and it just didn't suffice. It's a good movie overall and a fun time, so it's worth seeing in theaters, but don't expect the best new Marvel movie.
I'm gonna kill this guy.
Looks probably like a true Thor. This ends here and now! I'm counting on that. Marvel Studios Thor.
Tune in every Friday for new movie videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below what other movies you would like me to do videos on. Thank you, Mom, for editing the scripts for my movie essays. I appreciate you. Till next time, thanks for watching. Catch you on the flip side.